Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay, and I want to go ahead and talk about 72 hours with the Razer Phone 2. Now, I'm going to start in an area that I very seldom would start, which is reception, call reception. How do I say this? This phone is horrible in my usage for call reception. I was talking to someone and they immediately said, "Wow, what are you using?" I'm like, "I'm testing a new phone. You know, I got another phone to test." And they're like, "That thing sounds horrible." And I'm like, "Wow, okay, does it sound that bad?" So I check it myself. Yes, this, for some reason, the reception and the call quality for me with this phone is really bad. And also the phone has trouble staying on LTE. So I tested it with put different SIM cards in there. It is just the phone itself. For some reason, I get LTE. I get LTE, and the signal is strong when it has a signal. But overall, man, the overall experience with calls, people tell me I sound bad. They don't like how it sounds. And in my experience, I couldn't really understand the other person either. I was like, wait a minute, what is going on here? Like, I can't hear you. What'd you say? And I tried using speakerphone, and that was even worse. It was even worse. The caller couldn't understand anything I was saying. It was just a bad experience. Yeah, this is probably the first that I would start with that has poor reception. Now, it could just be my phone. Some of you guys are going to reach out in the comments and say, "Oh, Jay, you need to exchange that. You know, you got a faulty unit." Okay, if that's the case, fine, do an exchange. However, drop test, glass back. However, that is definitely a major issue for me, the call reception. It is not good and has not been good. So that's a huge fail right there to me. Now, other than that, battery life has been pretty decent. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Grabbing like 6 hours of screen on time or so, 5.5, 6 hours of screen on time. That's about on par with other flagships that I, quote unquote flagships that I have. But I was expecting a little bit more, but I guess not. You know, I don't turn off any settings or anything like that. I just roll with it as is, and I make sure that I'm using the phones the same. That way I can get the same, you know, pretty accurate results for testing. So with that being said, you know, battery life is meh, you know, nothing special, nothing, you know, to cry home about and say, "Oh, this is fantastic." Now, the refresh rate, some people feel like the refresh rate is going to make a difference. Well, I do agree. The 120 hertz refresh rate, if in fact this is legit, it feels legit. It feels very smooth, very fast. It's that iPad Pro feel, you know what I'm saying? For those that have an iPad Pro, you know what I'm talking about. It's really nice. Can't complain. The screen is pretty decent. There's still nothing that I'm like, "Oh my gosh," you know, that I thought I would be that way, but I'm not. But at the same token, it's not that it's anything bad. I just thought I was going to be wowed because I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh my goodness, yo, son, that thing is fantastic." I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait to experience it." And, you know, I get it. Like, okay, well, it's all right, you know. But where the phone does wow me is gaming. I put up a video playing some games before. I hope you check that video out. And, you know, it really, the THX sound certification is no joke, folks. This is the real deal. It sounds like I'm in a freaking movie theater when playing games on this phone, man. It is crazy. So I've really enjoyed playing some games on it. I'm hooked on this Shadow Fight 3 now, and the MLB. I'm hooked on those two now. I wasn't playing those games before, but I'm hooked on them now. So download those if you want to check those out, and also check out the gaming review I did as well. But, you know, gaming on this phone, it's fantastic. The sound quality is good. Believe it or not, I haven't watched a lot of movies and videos on here, like YouTube. I haven't done it. I've been doing a lot more gaming because this is supposed to be a gaming phone. But here's the thing about that. The gaming title thing, kill that off, folks. Kill it off. Because I could play these same games on my iPhone or my Note or, you know, any of those other phones, my OnePlus. It plays exactly the same. The only difference is the sound quality won't be as good. and the refresh rate or whatever, the smoothness of the screen possibly might not be as good. But other than that, I think the gaming titles should be taken away. You know, it should just be another phone that they released. That's a selling point for them. You know, that for Razer especially, because they do gaming laptops and gaming computers. So that's a selling point for them. But I really think that everyone that's saying that they're releasing these gaming phones, they should kill that off and just let that go, man, because the gaming phone thing is played, I guess. It's not really, you know, people are like, oh, you should test this gaming phone. These phones all have the same process as the quote-unquote flagship phone, so it's just another selling pitch. The only reason you want to get this over some other phones is because of the price is going to be lower and you get the same internals, if not better internals, like more RAM, more memory possible, you know, things like that. Other than that, you know, you could save your money and quote-unquote get a gaming phone because you get the latest processor, but there's other phones out there that have the same processor or better that play the games the same. You know what I'm saying? So the gaming phone thing, not really sold on it. You know what I'm saying? Not really sold on it. Now, a dislike about this phone that I got, it hit me real hard, real fast, is the weight and width. This is a wide phone, man, and it's very heavy. And then when you put this case on it, it gets even wider. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a good look. I'm gonna need them to narrow this down and go ahead and go to the 18:9 ratio. I would love to see this kind of screen and OS on a 21:9 for sure. Oh my gosh, that would be hot right there. So yeah, I would love to see that. Nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, the phone has been overall pretty decent, man. I don't like not having a headphone jack though. All of a sudden, with some phones I could deal with it, and some phones I just don't like it. And you know, using the dongle with this thing is, you know, it's cool and everything, but I don't know, I just prefer to have a headphone jack here. You know, some phones have me spoiled with the headphone jack, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's been my only gripes about this, man. Reception is really poor for me. It dropped. I was in the grocery store and I was on H+. I was like, what the heck? I was like, what the heck, man? And so, you know, that was taking longer for me to download a picture message. I'm like, what the heck? And, you know, just the overall feel in hand is too bulky, man, compared to phones that we have out right now that have bigger screens, and, you know, they're just overall a better feel in hand. Like this has a 6.4 inch display, you know what I'm saying, and it's much smaller. You know what I'm saying? It also employs the new body ratio too, but you know, love the OnePlus 6T. But yeah, man, you know, the Razer Phone 2 so far has been pretty decent. I'm really bummed out about the reception, and hopefully that gets better, man, because I can't use this if I can't use LTE while I'm on the go, man. That would be. Even the Poco phone over 3G was running really fast for some reason. This one was like turtle speeds, man, when it dropped off of LTE, and it done it a whole bunch. Wi-Fi reception is good though. Everything is, you know, it's just when it's not getting good reception, it's really bad. But overall, I have not made a successful phone call on here to where the other person said, oh, you sound great, or they just didn't say anything. They immediately told me my call sucked, and I was like, wow. So, you know, I tried speakerphone, I tried a bunch of different things. So anyway, it's your man Jay. 72 hours with this thing, man. Overall, you know, it's pretty decent. It's not, is the wow factor is gone, but when I turn on a game, it comes back. And this is supposed to be a gaming phone, so maybe that's why. It's your man Jay. Look for follow-up videos as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.